Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, this is obviously a Bismuth Ganesh. I'm going to be visiting a friend that I met last time when I was in Taiwan. I made this as a gift for her, but we can pray that I'm just about to head out because the weather is nice. Maybe pray that something happens that causes all of the bismuth in here to decay into gold. So a little bit of background. Bismuth is actually slightly radioactive. It decays into thallium-205. But thallium may also be radioactive, possibly with a longer half-life. And there's a few more steps. And eventually you do get down to gold-197. But there are two links in that we don't know the half-life of. They're very long. And the one from bismuth to thallium is pretty long, to 2 times 10 to the 19th years. Believe it or not, it's not terribly long if you have a big lump like this. A big lump of bismuth like this probably has several alpha decays every minute, just because of how many atoms there are in a typical gram of material, right? I hope my camera is doing this just. There we go. And so we got about 2 pounds of bismuth here. Maybe when I come back, I'll find that it has become 2 pounds of gold. I better wrap it up because alpha radiation could kill people if it did that. But fortunately, it's mostly alpha on the way down, right? So as long as I keep it in this plastic bag while that happens, it'll be fine, right? And like I said in my last video, I tend to I just want God to entrust me with a few pounds of gold because I I know what I'm doing in my life. I just need to finance it, right? And if I were to come back and find all of this bismuth has become gold, maybe uh, I'll live closer to campus. I'll eat out more. I'll free up my mental clock cycles for good things that I want to do. Right? I teach calculus at a community college. I write AI for various computer games, and I'm just about to head to a conference in a couple weeks. God, my camera doesn't want to focus on. And so I like to be devoting my mental thrust to that. It looks like it really is becoming gold, right? I wonder how many atoms of gold it actually does have from the decay. It probably has more gold just from impurities in the bismuth in the first place than actual decay, right? It probably has a bunch of atoms of thallium for sure, but beyond that, it's hard to say, right? But uh, so I just all right. Anyway, I'm just gonna pray that when I come back from dinner, all of the bismuth in here has turned into gold. Uh, or alternatively, when I come back from dinner, the markets have gone crazy and bismuth is worth more than gold. Right? I think the latter has a much better probability of happening than the former. But feel free to chime in on that. But either one of them is fine. I actually prefer the first one. Or no, I prefer the latter one because bismuth is actually quite useful. For bismuth to disintegrate into gold feels like a loss to society. It might be a personal gain, but it feels like a loss to society as a whole.